Standoff. A woman living at the Caledonia Road apartment complex here, which was the scene of a 4-hour standoff between security forces and her armed neighbor, covered in a corner in her bathroom as bullets flew from high-powered weapons on Tuesday. I was in a corner of my bathroom, made a shake. I was nervous. You know, when you're going through something like that, you're not hungry. You know, get hungry and thirsty. It was very scary. Right now, I am shaken up. I didn't eat anything afterward, she told reporter Tuesday afternoon, hours after the standoff. The woman was among scores of residents of the complex, including young children, who sought cover during the dramatic exchange of gunfire between the security forces and their neighbor, who they identify as Dave, otherwise called Brown Man. The woman, who asked not to be named, said she knew Dave personally. He had not been officially identified up to press time. He didn't have a lot of friends. He was a person who kept to himself. Him just go work and come in. He never usually caused no bugger problem, so it was just shocking. I don't know what Dave woke up with this morning or what happened yesterday, what caused him to get into that extended today, but that is not Dave that I know. We are just really hurt. People are going to say a lot of things, but she said, ending abruptly. Everybody has a picture going around that looks like a mugshot, like he was a bad person, but he was not like that, she added. A highly placed police officer said Tuesday's sequence of events started shortly after 7 a.m. when the armed suspect got into an altercation with another man, reportedly, over the price of eggs. Police theorized that the suspect then shot the man in the upper body. When asked about a motive behind the initial shooting, Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of Area 3, Calvin Allen, confirmed that there was an argument between the men. We are learning that the situation started from a simple quarrel, and it is from there that he decided to take action that he did, and which led to the situation that unfolded throughout the day, he noted. The injured man, who police identified as Agent Bernard, reportedly drove a Toyota Corolla motor vehicle along Caledonia Road after he was shot before crashing into the back of a Toyota Prado. It started with a traffic accident along the Caledonia Main Road. The traffic officers responded, however. As soon as an officer got to the scene, he quickly realized that the driver of the vehicle was suffering from gunshot wounds. He was rushed to hospital and eventually succumbed, Allen stated. Our antennas went up right away, high and wide, and it led to our operational response team in terms of our investigations. This led us to Caledonia Road, where we experienced over 4 hours of standoff from a barricade of gunshots being fired at the police from this particular address, he added. The suspect reportedly fired at the security forces from a ground floor apartment at the front of the complex, action that was streamed live by Jamaicans on various social media platforms. 2 armored vehicles and a truck had to be used to breach the premises and remove the grill during the security forces' entry. ACP Allen said the police had to call for support from other security groups, including the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF Specialized Operations, Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch, Operation Support Team, Air Fugitive Apprehensive Team, and the military. The police were very persistent in trying to get this individual to surrender, however, all those efforts failed. The building was subsequently breached, and the joint effort between the JCF and our counterparts at the military led to him entering the building, conducting the search, and finding the suspect injured. He was taken to hospital, and we learned that he eventually succumbed to his injuries, he noted. A high-power rifle and hundreds of assorted rounds of ammunition were seized by the police following the standoff. A multi-caliber Omni hybrid rifle capable of firing all different sorts of ammunition was seized, along with one Beretta pistol with an extended magazine, and we are still counting, but so far over 450 assorted rounds were taken from the premises, stated Allen. During the shootout, 2 police pickups were damaged by bullets, and a policeman's hand was cut by shattered glass from one of the vehicles. Allen lauded security forces for the tremendous work led by Manchester Commander Superintendent Kerry Duncan. The team was supported by the Area 3 Operations Officer, Acting Senior Superintendent White, and the coordination of the team from Area 3 and the teams from Kingston led to us displaying JCF high standard of professionalism and response to breaching that building and in making that situation return to some level of normalcy, he noted. Allen said the police also utilized drones from an air view. When asked about police intelligence on the suspect, Allen said the man had been deported from Canada. We are still following some information that has come to light, one of which is that he was deported, stated Allen. The suspect neighbor also told reporters that the incident took many people by surprise. He was a good friend. We never expect it. We never knew he had this capability or anything like that. It was totally different. He lived there for over 9 years, she stated. Up to late afternoon, personnel from the Independent Commission of Investigations and detectives were processing the scene. Football legend Alan Skil has died. In paying tribute to him on Tuesday evening, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness said his legacy is etched into both Jamaica's sporting and cultural history, and he will forever be remembered as one of Jamaica's finest. Skill's brilliance on the football field made him one of the greatest of his generation, a player who carried the pride and passion of Jamaica everywhere he stepped onto the field. His influence, however, stretched far beyond sports. As tour manager of Bob Marley and the Wailers and co-writer of the timeless anthem War, he became a part of the cultural movement that defined an era and carried Jamaica's voice to the world, Holness noted. Alan Skil Cole lived a life of talent, courage and impact, Holness added, while expressing deep sadness at Cole's death and extending condolences to his family, friends and all who loved and admired him. In the late 60s, Cole left Jamaica to play in the North America Soccer League with the Atlantic Chiefs and in the early 70s in Brazil with Náutico. He also represented Jamaica at the international level, appearing in FIFA World Cup qualifying matches, and to this day is considered one of Jamaica's most celebrated footballers. At the peak of his powers, Cole, who was a midfielder, local fans compared to Pele, he remains Jamaica's youngest senior football international, donning national colours against a Brazilian team when he was only 15 years old. The Kingston Anti and Municipal Corporation (KSAMC) has also joined in mourning Cole's death. Mayor of Kingston, Andrew Swaby, reflected on Cole's impact, saying, "Just last week, I had the privilege of speaking with Skil. As always, he shared words of encouragement and advice. That was who he was, always ready to guide, always ready to give of himself. His passing is a great loss to Kingston and to Jamaica." Mayor Swaby added, "Skil was a true son of Kingston. He carried our city and our country with pride wherever he went. His humility, generosity, and passion for people made him loved by many. I am grateful for the time I shared with him and the wisdom he freely gave. His memory will live on as an inspiration to generations to come." To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.